One band that I love interviewing, and I caught up with them both in Milan.
The Saturn V rocket that lifted the Apollo 11 spacecraft out of Earth's orbit had been reduced to its final stage, the S4B. The Command and Service Module, or CSM, separated from the S4B, turned through 180 degrees, and docked with the Lunar Module, or LEM. The now combined CSM and LEM shortly after, and the pair collected lunar surface samples and conducted experiments. They stayed on the moon for just under 1 day.
One, two, they're looking at you. 3, 4, there's blood on the floor. 5, 6, they doing the kicks. 7, 8, they're never straight. Don't you know that they're the little troll? Don't you know that they'll never let you go? Never look back at me, I'm doing best. Won't let go to blame by someone else. Pick on someone else. Pick on someone else. Pick on someone else. Pick on someone else. If you see how to do it. Your bottom lip look like you wearing a brown turtleneck sweater.
I don't like you sucking around.
Colgate with MFP fluoride. That's no gimmick. It is the tooth toughener. And it tastes good, too.
Stops at a certain point. How do we know it's infinite?
It's a good question because we don't know how far it goes. Is it infinite? Is it like the surface of the Earth? It could be that on huge scales, like billions and billions, trillions of light years, it curves around. So you could say, well, is the surface of the Earth infinite? You know, you could carry on going around the Earth forever because it's curved into a sphere. So we don't really know. We just know that a little bit we can see of the universe is flat. Of the universe, not the Earth. The Earth is not flat, but the universe appears. So it could be that it's a bit curvy, but we see such a tiny bit of it.
They taught me at school.
Ordinarily, on a summer weekend, Californians will resist any attempt to interfere with their outdoor recreation. But this is no ordinary summer weekend.
We can do this. 47 years ago to this day, America put the very first man on the moon. That was the power of freedom. Our party, the Republican Party, was founded to defeat slavery.
Now these kids will have extra protection against tooth decay. Here's a breakthrough in tooth decay protection. New Colgate with 2 fluorides gives you the best tooth decay protection we've ever seen.
Yeah, you get to learn all the things that we're talking about. What they're getting ready to do is, we said just a few moments ago, is to get rid of ETS stands for external tank separation. That's that big fuel tank, that big brown thing that was on there, and that's going to, they're going to blow that away from the Columbia orbiter, and it will then break up over the Indian Ocean, and as Rick pointed out yesterday, where there is no discernible life as we know it, so nobody gets hurt in the process.
I might mention that right after that external tank separates is really probably the busiest time for them. The next 2 minutes they have to get configured for the next OMS engine or orbital maneuvering system burn. So 2 minutes after external tank are a very, very busy time.
And 66 nautical miles downrange.
Now that's what's happening right in 30 seconds. They'll lose that.
20 seconds. Status looks good. Mission control.
Everything's sounding good.
8 minutes 29 seconds. Standing by now for main engine cutoff.
That's the MECO we were talking about. Main engine cutoff in about 10 seconds.
The main engine has been fueled by that big external tank, of course. And they're running out of gas is what it amounts to.
Confirmed shutdown.
They do have enough. Time, not yet returned to orbit. Standing by now for external tank separation.
That's what should be happening right now.
That's a good picture from a previous mission. That's the external tank looking out through one of the
Confirm
cavities.
external tank separation. Columbia now moving below and beyond the external tank.
Okay, that's confirmed now.
Go, no-go status check and mission control by Flight Director Tom Holloway for the first OMS burn and shutting down the auxiliary power unit.
President Nixon waving to the astronauts. The curtains have been drawn.
We'll have to review it. It goes something along the lines of this.
Surface with little thing sticking up, but it sort of looked like regular dirt on the surface, or sand, real fine, but it wasn't flat like it had been washed up. But what happened when you put your foot on it or anything else, it made such a compact replication of what the bottom of the boot tread was, and it was just remarkable.
4 free baseball cards inside. Now this box is empty, so we won't get to see what those baseball cards were. But here on the back, they show you all 33 superstar baseball cards that you could collect.
I'm hungry. Just some Tang.
Ah, Tang, the drink the astronauts took to the moon.
Astronauts to the moon.
See, in America, we got this thing called space.
Ahí está tu mugre, tú no te la vayas a desgastar.
Pushing me around. About a flat Earth.
It's one small step for man.
Astronauts to the moon.
One giant leap for mankind.
See, in America, we got this thing called space.
Ahí está tu mugre, tú no te la vayas a desgastar.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
All right.
What if the Earth was flat? Imagine if the Earth was flat. What would eclipses look like? Would gravity work the same? What would the passing of the days be like? It takes quite a bit of imagination to imagine flat Earth. But would flat Earth be physically possible beyond what a specific collective of people can imagine?
Brothers, if it's really right, why left friends in the bloodlands when I lead us to fight? Push the button, let it go, the battles are full. As the people of the fun, cause we have no control. We have no control. We have no control. Why, yes, I live in a governmental case. It won't give this one for my freedom that I fight when they won't give my mind. Torn on something going right. Use your mind. Think about it. What are we gonna do? Live a life to prison door. Make the pursuit. Can't you see? Laughing in. Our faith they have known. Trusting them was our first mistake. And now we have no control. We have no control. We have no control. About it, what are we gonna do? Live a life a prisoner, make up a move. Can't you see what's happening? I think they have known. Trusting them was our first mistake, and now we have no control. We have no control. We have no control.
You should see how a flat earthers just beam, boasting that they've unwrapped the cosmic scheme. All other planets round, but ours is a table seat. I might just sell maps and watch them unravel the flat, flat, flat. Can you imagine that? Oh, but satellite photos, they must be a scam.
Born in the vastness of space and measured by the perfect regularity of the rotation of the Earth upon its axis, time is the essence of celestial navigation.
It was a gradual marveling in the behavior of our moving around on the surface. It was just so remarkable that this ordinary
you sometimes see
surface with little things sticking up, but it sort of looked like regular dirt on the surface, or sand, real fine, but it wasn't flat like it had been washed up. But what happened when you put your foot on it?
Listen, I don't want to make you mad, because when you get mad, your bottom lip look like you wearing a brown turtleneck sweater.
Where is the curvature? Where? No curvature on the flat Earth.
In several western towns, children rarely got tooth decay. Why? Their drinking water contained fluoride.
Where is the curvature?
The news was important enough to tell every dentist about it.
It's Eric Baines. Eric Baines.
Fellow dentist, Colgate's worldwide expert in dental research, Eric Baines.
Our news is simple but dramatic for dental health in the Philippines. New Colgate with 2 fluorides gives the best tooth decay protection we've ever seen. Why 2 fluorides in new Colgate? Simply because 2 fluorides are better than our 1. This simulated chalk demo will show you how. The first fluoride penetrates deeply into the tooth for effective, long-lasting protection. But look, new Colgate has a second fluoride. It adds an extra layer for extra protection against tooth decay. See? Now new Colgate protects your teeth more effectively, inside and outside, to toughen them even better. That's double protection the 2 fluorides in Colgate give you. We've kept the great taste and almost doubled the performance.
Sweetheart, we got some dancing to do.
All right.
100 proofs that the Earth is not a globe.
Did he just say quit jumping on my balls? Yeah, quit jumping on my balls.
Since there are millions of people starting to question the shape of the Earth and how it moves, it's important that we go over all of the things that would have to be possible or seen throughout history for them to be right. For example, if they were right, and the Earth had this firmament above it, like they say it does, there would be some sort of treaty preventing us from going far enough to explore and determine if they are correct. And the world leaders would make sure that they kept this treaty in place throughout every war, every conflict, and they would do so peacefully.
Ever pondered how far the eye can see on a clear day? Or perhaps the way an object's height seems to drop over distance due to Earth's curvature? Well, it's all about the angles, distances, and a bit of mathematical magic. Picture yourself standing on a beach.
They would then go on to spend countless billions of dollars on showing us proofs that the Earth is a globe, and they would do so deceitfully and find ways to make these images become part of our pop culture. They would also create a design of creation that has the words of these false god names that the Bible tells us not to mention. And there would be centuries upon centuries of artifacts that reveal who they all worship and pay tribute to. There would also be prophecies of this upcoming deception, a warning of how our thoughts would err concerning what's above us. The Bible itself would even tell us that Earth is fixed and immovable, that it's stationary, that it has foundations. And if they were correct, everyday people would go out and do experiments that prove, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that water doesn't curve. And they would repeat these observations time and time again.
I don't feel the way I used to about you. Mm-hmm.